Hey guys, Stealth here. This is episode 3 of my campaign so far. In case you missed episodes 1 and 2, I have inserted SEAL teams, I have sunk a replenishment at sea tender, I have killed off Spetznaz forces, and I have just sunk a couple of diesel boats that were trying to enter the North Sea. So far, so good. Let's see what they're up to next. Wolves driven off. Without the threat of attack from submarines, transatlantic crossings are becoming more efficient and suffering less losses. If this improved influx of supplies and war materials can be sustained, NATO forces will be in position to take the fight all the way back to the Iron Curtain. We have another Spetznaz team coming in the vicinity of Oslo within the next week. Alright. I will be on point there. I'm not sure which position they're going to be coming from. I'm going to be listening or seeing the map for Andoya, the SOSUS network there. And if they are doing what I think they're doing, then they're going to come down the coast all the way south and then insert here. And I'm going to be there waiting. This could be them, right there, next to Andoya. Still coming south. If possible, I want to engage them in the deeper water here, not the shallower North Sea area. Let's see what's going on. West Germany falls. Still? Despite all of the successes, I've not failed a single mission. We're gonna have to take that back, and quick. Hate to lose the Netherlands too. Still coming south. About to be at Bergen if they're moving at the same speed. South, south, south. Starting to course change towards east. Hello. I guess you weren't expecting me. We have a new contact, designated Sierra 1. Tell me all about it. What is Sierra 1? Probably another diesel boat. Yep, Kilo class. As expected. Pretty much what they tried last time. Oh, somebody else is pinging. Interesting. There's no layers, so I can go as deep as I like. Well, with a limit. 1,000 feet? Not so good. Continue to build a picture on Sierra 1. 49% accurate. Sierra 1 seems to be coming this way. He's rather shallow. New contact designates Sierra 2, bearing 230. Interesting. Who are you? And what are you doing here? What are you? Foxtrot. Alright, so they came together. Sierra 1 happens to be cavitating, and he's identified as a Tango class. That's nice of him. It's making my life very easy. Torpedo launch, Tube 1, Sierra 1 Tango, active torpedo tube, range to enable, 5,500 yards, torpedo away, reload Tube 1. What about the Foxtrot down there? I'm pretty confident that he's going to be making a lot more noise. And with an active torpedo I should be able to find him pretty quick. Tube 2, Sierra 2, contact Foxtrot. Active torpedo, run to enable 6,000 yards. Reload Tube 2. Now we have a launch transient from Sierra 1. I'm not very interested in sticking around here. I'm going to try and give that torpedo something to look for. So we're going to give him a Moss. That's going to be heading... in that direction. Reload to Tube 4. The thing just passed through the own ship, but sure. Stop cavitation. I want to make that moss over there a more appealing target than I am. 2-4 loaded. Looks like this one is already tracking its target. Not too sure about the second torpedo yet. I would really like to find out. Looks like he's running in blind panic. Slow down. Noisemaker, bearing 313. That's the Tango dropping a last-ditch measure. Not really too effective. Target destroyed. This torpedo, though, is coming awfully close. It looks like I fired the moss too early. It's not really working out for me. The other torpedo, though, is giving this Foxtrot all sorts of issues. So far, if I can avoid this torpedo... Shit, he's pinging. Increase depth. I need to stay below his seeker cone. It looks like he's, what, searching at a depth of about 300 and no more than that, so he should be fine. And hopefully we can avoid this torpedo. Current depth almost 600 feet. Passing 600. The Foxtrot is still dancing around my torpedo. 630. Dive plane's neutral. Sorry about that. It looks like my torpedo might miss. He's still searching. Where's the enemy torpedo? Still way up there. At this point I'm at 800 feet. I'm going to level out here, so I should be fine. Torpedo has reacquired the target. Homing. At this point, he's completely screwed. Destroyed. Now, considering nobody else panicked, I think that this is it. We still have a weapon nearby, of course. Just gonna have to wait for that weapon to dissipate up there. It's gonna run out of fuel and then just explode. Eventually. Okay, so that's taking longer than I'd expected. Searching, searching, searching. Gotcha. Okay. Leave combat. Targets destroyed. Excellent performance. No intel for you. Red subs sunk. Ongoing protection of installations throughout the theater remains a priority. What do we have? We have another replenishment force. Includes 1 or 2 ships expected to sail from Arkhangelsk near the Greenland Sea. Roger that. Let's go. Greenland Sea is a pretty wide area. I may have to do a drive-by shooting of these subs here in the Norwegian Sea. So let's slow down a bit. Not charge into them or I risk getting sunk myself. Oh, there they are. Slowing down. This is more a target of opportunity than anything else. That could be them heading east. Let's make another sprint. Alright, we're in position near the Greenland Sea. A couple of submarines. It's not what I'm expecting. But if they get in the way, then sure. Looks like they're just patrolling. This could be our target. Hold. Oh, are we going to be engaging both of them? Interesting. Bearing 178, designate 01. I'm not sure if the game merges two groups, if there are multiple. That would be a really interesting development. Where is ESM? Nothing. So I found the submarine group first. Contact 01. What do we have? Bingo, an Alpha class. Is that the only thing that we have, or is there more? 01's cavitating. 02. Now, 01 is making a lot of noise. He's very fast. And being an Alpha, he can potentially outrun my torpedoes. We could be looking at a Sierra here. That's deep enough, thank you. Okay, I'd say that's a Sierra. 12,000 yards. The Sierra. Ooh, Sierra's close. Alright, 2 torpedoes, both active. Actually, we're going to send one for the Alpha passively. I think the Alpha's going to make enough noise as is. This one, though, the Sierra, is too close. I'm going to go with an active torpedo. Tube 1, go for Sierra 2. Run to enable 3,500 yards. Tube away. Tube 2, Sierra 1. Run to enable 9,000 yards. Tube away. Reloads tube 1 and 2. Sierra 2 instantly detects the torpedo and starts cavitating. I wonder if Sierra 1 has the same issue. Probably not. He drops a noisemaker and he's dead. It looks like he has hurt the torpedo. He's speeding up like crazy, and by doing just that, he's making a lot of noise. Which is going to get him killed. If not by simply going too deep. This guy is going awfully deep. Is he still active? Yeah, he is still active. Oh, he's going to hit the seabed. Boom. That's generally not very good for your boat. Hopefully, though, he's not going to... Shit. I was going to say, hopefully he's not going to do that. See, this is going to present a problem. Because now we have a submarine which happened to ram itself into the seabed. The noisemaker is holding position on top of the submarine. As such, the submarine continues to be invisible to the torpedo until the noisemaker runs out. So this torpedo is just going to happily swim around for quite a while. There's another noisemaker. The torpedo is basically being consistently blinded by the noisemaker. And normally you'd... Did you hit him? Yeah, he hit him. Normally you would not have this problem. But so far the target has been destroyed, and I think that's... Oh, actually that's not all of them. Interesting, we have more. What else do we have? They came in from the south. So they could be down here. Let's make a starboard turn. Hello, Sierra 3. Glad you joined the party here. Looks like another Sierra. But which makes sense because he's very quiet. Ambient noise level is 93 decibels and he's at 125, which means he's really quiet. He's already about 8,000 yards. That's too close. Tube 1, active launch, Sierra 3, run to enable 2,300 yards. Torpedo away, he's cavitating. Torpedo has acquired. I was worried that he might find Sierra 2. Noisemaker, torpedo avoids, and another noisemaker, torpedo avoids again, kills the Sierra. Beautiful. Oh, he was trying to surface. Clever. Didn't get you saved, unfortunately for you. Alright, leave combat. Not the mission objective, still a nice shooting. And this gets me the Navy Commendation Medal for inspiring leadership, numerous accomplishments, and steadfast devotion to duty. And there's the other group. I'm still not moving, still at 50 feet, 5 knots, battle stations. We have contact 0102. I'm going to do my harpoon trick again. Raise the ESM mast. They're not too close yet, which is good. If they were too close, I would not be able to fire harpoons at them. Let's see what we're dealing with. That's enough for the ESM masts. Looks like a Krivac. That could be one of the escorts. What are you? Grisha. Makes sense. Tier 3. Looks noisy. Done. Alright, so we got all of them. Head southwest. Do we have a layer? We have a layer. Okay, that's good news. There's the Grisha and the Krivac. Range 18,000 yards. These guys should not have too much opportunity to return fire. They are, however, quite close. So I'm going to set these guys on a narrow track. Narrow seeker cone. One more ESM scope or ESM check. Quickly boost the accuracy a little bit. Up the scope, down the ESM. We're looking for a bearing of 140. Too far away. Okay. Down the scope. Okay, we're going to send out 3 harpoons. Narrow search pattern. So that they don't accidentally all go for the same target. Primary targets are the Grisha and the Krivac. The Don is a secondary target. Because he can never outrun me. Go active here. Go active there. And you go active there. We're going to maximize speed away. Load tube 3 with the Moss, tubes 1 and 2 with torpedoes. And let's get the hell out of here. Krivac lost. Grisha lost. Passing 100 feet. Grab hold of something because we're going down quickly. Passing 300. Passing 400. Passing 500 feet. 600 feet. Level out the dive planes. 700. That'll do. Alright, I sunk the Krivac and the Don. Sorry, and the Grisha. Looks like the Don survived. Ultra quiet. Ooh, we got a torpedo after us. Where? There. Okay. The Don re-established. I'm not sure which way he's going. Now this is exactly the right response. So quickly diving away, making sure that that torpedo that was probably launched by, I think, the Grisha, there we go, no longer a problem, is in fact killed off. It's just that I managed to disappear too fast. So now we're going to go back to the surface, load another harpoon, and kill off the Don using the harpoon. I'm picking a harpoon because I have plenty of those still in the stores. It's going to be the fastest way to kill the Don. There are no threats to the missile, and there are no real threats to me for firing that missile. As well as the fact that torpedoes might not have the range nor the speed, and that if they do go active, they might detect the wrecks of the Krivac and the Grisha and find those to be more tempting targets. So all of those factors combined leads me to engage this thing with the Dawn. Now I doubt very much that he's at 50,000 yards. He might be fast, but he's not that fast. $65. Oh, okay. I'm going to do something a bit unorthodox. There are no helicopters nearby. There are no surface ships nearby. I'm going to raise the radar mast. There are no threats to my boat. And now we should be able to very quickly build an image here. Unless the Dawn really is that far away. Okay, I think he actually is. Alright, lower the radar mast, lower the ESM mast. Set this thing to a wide scan. Go active after, let's say, 26,000 yards. That will do. Now, since there aren't any threats, I don't need to do any of those violent maneuvers that I did previously. I can just follow the missile and see what we're going to be hitting. This could take a while. Looks like he just changed course. That means he's acquired the target. Not sure how far away he can detect targets. But he definitely did not go after the Grish or the Krivac because they're dead. Meaning no longer presenting a surface reflection. He's starting to go down a little bit. And a bit more. And you're dead. Eventually. Boom. Dawn dead. Leave. Mission complete. NATO naval push. Several naval and naval groups have been recently operating unopposed. The enemy's ability to efficiently operate around Greenland Sea has been drastically diminished for reasons that remain classified. And we have called for additional forces. Once deployed, it's expected these additional ground resources would halt the Soviet advance and bring a speedier end to the current crisis. Okay. Now it looks like we have the final push coming up. Recent Soviet port activity indicates that enemy ballistic missile submarines are being readied to sail from Gromyka within the next few days and will likely attempt to transit beneath the ice cap, after which they'll be free to strike North American territories or targets. You are to infiltrate the northern bastion, intercept and destroy them before they can do so. If you fail, you may not have a home base to return to. Be advised, enemy ballistic missile submarines likely escorted by one or more attack subs and surface forces. So this could very well be the Hail Mary push. And we are right there with them. This is going to be interesting. I doubt very much that these are the targets that we're looking for because the James came out of the Greenland Sea. Oh, I thought they were gonna... Yep, they do want to play. Battle stations. How many weapons do I have left? I have 9 torpedoes and 4 harpoons. Sierra 1. What are you? Looks like... might be a Sierra. Or a Kilo. Speed up. Layers? No layers. If this guy is really this close, then he could attack me. Tube 1. Go for Kilo 1. Run to enable 1500 yards. That's awful close. He's cavitating. And it is not a Kilo, it's a Tango. And now it's nothing. Okay, that's it. That's not a ballistic missile sub. So where are those boats? Barents Sea is awful quiet. That could be them. Intercept. There's another group. First these boys. I was again very slow. 5 knots, depth 50 feet. We have 01 and 2 to my south. First 01. Rig for ultra quiet. We have a layer. We have 03 even. 03 is a bit closer. Now it is a subsurface contact. That much is clear. Question is, how far are they? 02? 02 is a bit more noisy. Looks like an alpha. So this might be an escort. 03 looks like another escort. 01. Could be a Tango. Could be a Juliet. To be fair, I'm hoping to find a Typhoon over here. I'd just love to sink one of those. First gonna have to deal with these escorts. This Alpha is definitely close enough. 8,000 yards. 03, 14,000 yards. Alright, we're starting to run out of torpedoes. Still have 8 of them left, so I need to make these things count. He's cavitating? That's foolish. Means he's not really deep, is he? Or he's going too fast. Alright, tube 1, launch 02, run to enable 3,000 yards, active torpedo. Tube 2. 03, run to enable 8,000 yards. Torpedo away, reload tube 1 and 2. Launch transient from 02. That's bad news. That means we have a torpedo that's coming in. I would rather not be there when that bastard arrives. So we're going to head and run in the northern direction. Torpedo looks like it's searching and has not found my boat. My first torpedo looks like it's going to do a couple of dances around the Alpha and then kill it off. The other Alpha has been running away. That torpedo is getting awful close. I don't think a seeker cone's good enough to find me down here. Continues to snake north. Perfect. See ya. He's dead. Alright, so are the escorts. Sierra 2 and Sierra 3 are dead. Leave Sierra 1. Let's go back and find him. I think that Sierra 2, the Alpha, did a snapshot. So an emergency launch trying to find me. Or at least fire in the same direction that the torpedo came from. I now still have 6 torpedoes, 3 loaded, 3 reserves. I gotta find this Sierra 1. Not sure where he decided to go. He might still be lingering around, ready to engage. Speeding up to 20 knots to get closer to Sierra 3. Then I'm going to slow down and listen. Of course, he could be above the layer, which would make it quite difficult to detect him. There's one dead one. And there's the other. So far, by the way, in the whole campaign I haven't been hit once. So that's a massive improvement over my last couple campaigns. I just hope that Sierra 1 hasn't run off. That would make finding it significantly more difficult. Alright, that will do. Slow down. Start listening. Hold on. We have another one. Sierra 4. Okay. The hell? Another Sierra? Give me more info on this guy. Glad I didn't charge into him. 56%. 60. I think we're dealing with a Victor 3. 70%. Just let it build. Seems to be far enough away for me not to really have to worry about him. 80. Victor 3. Range 13,000 yards. Alright, let's do the old song and dance. Tube 1, active torpedo. Fire, Sierra 4, run to enable. Past the Alpha, that's 8,000 yards. Torpedo away. Reload Tube 1. Not picking up any launch transients from Victor 3, so he hasn't hurt me yet. Now he hurt the torpedo. He's making a break for it. Torpedo went active. He's cavitating. He's trying to surface by the looks of it. Look at that. He's trying to probably use the layer to get the hell out of here. I'm still getting some sonar pings from what seems to be Sierra 1 down there. And I want to find out if... Yep, still there. Yeah, he surfaced. There we go. Just dropped a noisemaker. It's not really going to save him enough, though. Torpedo's just going to make another turn. Come right into his starboard bow. It is a majestic sight, isn't it? It's just the last thing these guys will ever see. Recommend jumping off ship if you still can. Not likely. Boom. Okay. Increased all ahead full. We're going to head south to where we know, or at least still get some active pings from Sierra 1. Because nobody sends out 3 escorts for some sort of low value target. We're probably dealing with a high value target. And I still have 5 torpedoes left to kill him. If I can force him to the surface, I could always use a harpoon, but that's unlikely. Alright, let's slow down. Make a bit of a turn. Sierra 1, 202, re-established. Okay, Sierra 1. Enough playing catch up. It's not an SSGN. Well, it probably is an SSGN. Maybe an Oscar. Or a Delta. If it's a Delta 3, then that would fit with what we're looking for. A ballistic missile submarine. He is quiet though. Or is it a Delta 4? It's not a Typhoon, it doesn't match up. Thinking it's a Delta 4. That's a really, really big sub. 18,000 tons. Enormous. We're about 60% sure. 62. Not sure about his range though. Although if he is indeed trying to slip away at 5 knots, then that could work. 68. Look at that, he's very quiet. And then he happens to be moving at 5 knots. So he's doing everything not to get detected. He does have some torpedoes that he can fire my way. Five torpedoes left. Almost at 80%. He's holding at 78%. 79. Fine, this will do. I'm going to send a passive torpedo, so not making too much noise, hopefully. Sierra 1, run to enable, 7,500 yards. Fire. Wire break, reload tube 1. I'm hoping to force Sierra 1 to make more noise. He faded? Oh, sorry, that's because the torpedo's getting in the way. Sierra 1's cavitating. Torpedo is looking for the contact. He zigzagged a couple times. There you go, he's close. Because of all of that speed, bingo. That was a hit, not a kill. It's because these things are 18,000 tons. Compare that to a Victor 3 of 7,000 tons or an Alpha of 3,600. And you're dealing with a significantly larger boat. So we're going to send out another torpedo. Right about there. Reload tube 1. That's the last of my reloads. Let's see if this is their end game. Oh, we got him. I think he may have sunk. I think we may have him. Let's see what the torpedo decides to go for. Because he's going to go active. And something as big as a Delta 4 should be easily detectable by the active sonar. There we go. He's going down. So this is basically going to be killing off any sailors who might still be alive aboard that boat. What? What? He was pinging so loudly that I thought he had him. And then he just stops. This is weird. It looks like he's trying to find the target, but cannot quite get there. He's making a nice little flower pattern in the water there. At this point, I'm going to stop. Because that thing could still... There we go, consider me a threat. Alright, let's leave. All sunk. Excellent job on destroying this priority target. And we get the Silver Star. Nice. Red Rebellion. tens of thousands of protesters, mostly in the Caucasus, Latvia and Estonia, have spilled into the street demanding democratic elections. Interesting. Political destabilization behind the Iron Curtain. And we have taken advantage of the situation. Opposition appears to be wavering. And we are making progress. War gets civil. We have an unexpected end to the conflict. What happened? NATO forces have moved quickly, regaining lost ground all the way back to pre-war borders. Attempts are made to contain the volatile situation and aid the civilians streaming out of the former Soviet Union. The Cold War is over. So, what have I done? I've done 22 days of war. Accomplished 7 missions, 0 land strikes, 1 insertion. Sunk 0 capital ships, 6 warships, 14 submarines, 2 merchants, for a total tonnage of 112,000 tons. And that's the end of the campaign. So, hope you enjoyed that. First time I actually completed the campaign. And actually quite happy about the progress. Didn't sink any capital ships though. I would like to sink a cruiser or something really sizable. Anyway, that might be something for another campaign. For now, this is the end of it. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comments, and I'll see you soon for more.